Hey, this the backyard landowner coming right at you. Uncut video, no holds barred. And check it out, man. Washington D.C. has the great barbecue cook-off or bake-off or something, right? It's happening in the city on the third week of June, the 21st and the 22nd of June. The great barbecue on Pennsylvania Avenue. It's like the battle of the bands, battle of the barbecue uh, uh, makers or cookers or whatever, right? They supposed to come out to the city and cook whatever, and it's free. Well, I ain't gonna say it's free. You probably got to pay, pay to eat the food or whatever, right? But you know what month this is, man. You know what month this is. And let me tell you something, man. This Pride Month. That's why they doing it. They doing it because every damn year when June come around, you know, we got we got them Sodom and Gomorrah people out here, man. They everywhere. They just not in Washington, D.C. They all over the United States of America, man. And what they do is they say that it's a seething pot, right? It's gonna be a mixture of those who don't get down with it and those who get down with immorality, right? And and that's a problem in America, not just D.C. These political elites, they be promoting, they be promoting licentiousness and wickedness and inequity. They promote it. It's like the end all be all. And if you ain't down with the program, guess what? You gonna get cut off, Joe. Right? You ever wonder why you not moving up in your position? What's up, Squish? You ever wonder why you ain't moving up at your job? Because you got to be down with the program. See, this Pride Month, it comes around every year. And these demons celebrate Pride Month for the whole month. The whole month of June is geared to demons, right? Hey, what up, Bottle? What up, man? What up, Squish? So, so the so the mayor, what up, Avery? What up, West Barrel? So the mayor of D.C. said that Washington, D.C. is the gayest city in America. Man, you got to be kidding me, right? We got a problem. Houston, D.C., we got a problem. What up, Carmen? The man said that, right? It's Ruben. The man said that, right? What up, 99? Cat in the Hat. So the problem is this with the pride people. They got too much pride. Proverbs 16-24. What comes after pride? Destruction. So in DC, right? What up, baby? In DC, on the 21st and the 22nd, for 2 days, they having a barbecue, a great barbecue cook-off, and they gonna shut down the street of Pennsylvania Avenue. And even if you ain't that type of dude or that type of woman that go that type of way, right? If you don't go that type of way, you still partying and mixing with that gumbo that's gonna be down there. Did you see the picture on my thumbnail? What up, Curveball Media? Hey, did you see the picture? Did you see the picture on my thumbnail? Don't make me go in the house and get my sword. Because, man, look, when I pull that sword out, I get chills. Because judgment is coming. You understand? You just can't be mixing with them type of people, man. See, that's what they do, man. Why would the mayor of DC say that DC is the gayest city in the United States? That's crazy. That's crazy. No. If don't include me with them people. Don't include me with them people, right? Cause I love women, all kind of women. It's so many women out this joint. You can choose the type of woman that you want to be with, right? Big, fat, short, tall, 8 to 80, blind, crippling, crazy. Hey, if you like this content, thumbs up. But you already know what to do. Share, like. You already know what to do. It's so many women out this joint, man. You take your pick. You ain't got to be in no kind of shape. You know, they got apps out here for women. You know, if a man can't get a woman can't get a man, you ain't got to go that way. You ain't got to go left. You understand what I'm saying? So America got to go, man. It got to, you know, anybody who's promoting this nonsense and this confusion, they got to go. So the picture in the thumbnail is sulfur, right? It's that fire, right? You know, a lot of people they just ain't gonna make it, right? When you dealing with society, you understand? See, if society don't accept you, then they against you because you ain't down with the program, right? You ain't down with the program. That's why you got so many women out this joint flipping the script. Dudes flipping the script. The dudes think that other dudes is looking at them like they like that. Confusion. So this man Muriel Bowser, man, you look it up, man. You know this month, man. I'm trying to tell you, man. The whole month of June, man. It's just unbelievable how they just create a holiday and a narrative for people that are wicked, man. It's just mind boggling, man. But you know, she's just a puppet. She's a puppet, and the people that's pulling her strings, them elites, them boule people, they pushing that. They pushing that agenda because that's what was practiced in antiquity. And all they did was they brought it over here. It was already here. They just magnified it even more, right? And if you got your kids, your nieces and your nephews, you know, around, you know, spirits like that, them spirits will jump on them. Them spirits will jump on them because you can't be with your kids 24/7. They got to go to school. And when they go to school, you know, you got kids up in them schools that's like that. They on that type of time, man, because it's being taught in the schools, in the homes. You might have family members that's on that tip like that, man. Right? They can't come in this house. You got to get out. You ain't coming in here switching. Not no dude. No, you ain't coming up in here standing that way and hand on your hip. You got to draw the line. Right? In the book of Genesis 18, Abraham said to the Most High, he said, will you kill the righteous with the wicked? He said, will you kill the righteous with the wicked? Genesis 18 and 19 in verse 25. Right? The Most High said, but go find a righteous one among the wicked. Go find, you know, I'll wait for you. That's what he said. He said, go find one. If you like this content, man, you already know what to do, man. Post that thumb, man. He said, look, he went all the way down to 10. He couldn't find none. They wasn't none to be found. In the righteous that was living amongst the tares, they accepted that. Even though they wasn't like that. And you know, the Most High, he's not a respecter of persons. Right? I might have to go in there and get my Bible, right? And he ended up crushing Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The United States is Sodom and Gomorrah 100.0. The whole, all 50 states and countries is on that type of time. I think Israel is like number one because they just like, them jokers over there, that's like the Holy Land. They don't care. You already know that the Bible is not for the wicked, man. Inequity is abounding, right? But grace is descending, man. It is, man, look, this place is crazy, man. So, it's the revenue. A lot of money comes into the city of D.C. when you talking about these pride people, man. Right, these flip-flops. A lot of money comes into the city, and man, let me tell you something, man. If you sell your soul over to Satan, man, you just as bad as they are. You just as bad, man. You know, these politicians and these congressmen and these governors, man, they on that type of time for a reason, right? Look, they putting the press on them, right? By any means necessary, we gonna get this money. Right? We want people to come from other states and countries, right? And we want to fill up the hotels. We want to fill up anybody that might be renting out their house for the weekend, you know, because some people trying to save money. Because it's peak season, man. Everything is going to be high, right? So when Pride Month come around, right, the city is saying, yeah, come on up in here. We get ready to parlay. United States is Sodom and Gomorrah. It's terrible, right? That's why the thumbnail, I posted the thumbnail like that, man, because when them millstones get to falling about the sky, Joe, is on. It's on and popping. What up, 54? It's on and popping, man. So, you know, if you with that program, man, then what's going to happen, man? You're going to have to reap them, you're going to have to reap them, repercussions, man. Right? You ain't see me today. You didn't? Well, you're not a reader. You gotta read. Yeah, you gotta read. Right? Not the carnal man, but the man that has the glorified body. You gotta read. Right? So yeah, that's what she said. So what do you think about the DC mayor saying what she said? She had to say it. She had to say it, man. When you Google it and you see all them people that's to her left and to her right and behind her, they put the press on her. She had to do that. It's all about selling your soul over to Satan. It's all about them Benjis because it's lucrative money. And they don't care if you mixing with the people that's lost in translation and confused. You read at work? What you read, 54? Tell me. Give me some. Give me some. You got milk or you got the meat? Which one you got? What you read? Tell me what it is. What was you reading about? The Most High. What book, chapter, verse? Old Testament, New Testament. Which one? I give you time to go through the website and pull it up in case you forgot. But I got one. Genesis 18 and 19, right? That's just how I roll. I roll like that, right? Yeah. Old Testament. Yeah, but what book, chapter, verse? So much. It's so much. It's 39 books in the old chapter in the Old Testament, and you have a plethora of verses, right? Cause you're reading about Israel. Yeah. Oh, Exodus. Yeah. What? Yeah, but what chapter? Exodus 20, Exodus 14, or Exodus 2, Exodus 24, 28, 33. I mean, which one? What? Which one was you reading? Exodus 12. Did you understand it? What verse? What verse? King James? You using the King James? What translation you using? You forgot what it was? Exodus 12 is a cold book. I mean, the whole Bible is cold, Old and New Testament, right? It's a cold book, right? Oh, you got the Hebrew Bible. Okay. So what verse? 12 and what? The whole chapter of 12? Or was it a particular verse that you was reading? Do you read the book of Jasher? You read the book of Jubilees, the Apocrypha? You read the book of Enoch? So what did Exodus 12 talk about? I mean, did you apply it to yourself, or something you might encounter in your walk? Another good read is Second Ezra's 7, the whole chapter. And Second Ezra's 8. And Second Ezra's Ezra's 4, 54. So yeah, man, that's what's going down in DC, man. Coming out of the wilderness. Yeah. That's what Israel was doing along with the mixed multitude, right? So they was keeping Passover in the book of Exodus 12, right? In Exodus 12 and 3 is the congregation, the church, Israel, right? Exodus 12 and 48, 400 some years of in the wilderness, right? Did you keep the Passover this year? Are you keeping Pentecost? You keeping Pentecost 54? Cause Exodus 12 it gives you the rundown of how to keep the Passover. You know how you supposed to have the bitter herbs, the lamb, the unleavened bread. You know, then you got to jump over to Leviticus 23, right? And then the book of Numbers. Yeah. Oh, you keeping the Pentecost too? Yeah, I'm gonna keep that jump. I'm gonna keep the Pentecost. Yeah, I try to keep all of them to the best of my ability. Yep. So you read the whole chapter, or you already knew about it? So what you think about the communion? The Christian church, they hold communion. I think it's once a month. That's not in the Bible, because all of the communion is Passover. You can go into Luke 13. You can go into John 26, 27 chapters, right? It'll give you the breakdown what's going on and whatnot. Yep. So yeah, this place, man, this is a wicked society, man. And the people that's on top, man, you know, the political elite, they pushing that agenda, man. You know what I'm saying? And for her to make a defamation, I mean, you know, she really defamed the character of Washington D.C., man. But if you rolling like that, you know, kudos. But the Most High, he ain't rolling like that, right? Cause see, on this channel, man, this is what I do on this channel, man. I talk about any and everything, no matter what it is, right? Because I think it's important that the truth goes out. And a lot of these content creators, they got a lot of information, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, depending on what you're looking for, right? So it don't matter what it is on this channel right here, man. You know, it's no holds barred, man. You know, politics, the Bible, you know, working on trucks, exercising, you know what I'm saying? You know, you name it, I'm on it. You know what I'm saying? I think everybody should be on it. Everybody should have some kind of YouTube channel or TikTok channel, right? Because the Bible says in Ezekiel 3 in 17 verses 17, 18, and 19, man, you're supposed to be a lookout. And that's what Ezekiel was, right? Ezekiel 33 and 1, all the way down to verse 10. Hey, a watchman. You gotta be a watchman, man. You gotta warn these people, man. Don't go out there and deal with them people, man. Right? Don't go out there and deal with them, right? And then you got to raise up your children, man. Proverbs 22. Raise them up in a way that they should go so that when they get older, they won't forget, right? Because it's madness out here. You can't be with your kids 24/7. You got to be able to, in Deuteronomy 6, it says, man, you got to wear the commandment between your eyes like glasses. You got to retain it in your mind, right? That's what you had to do. You supposed to be girded up. Your loins have to be girded up in Luke 12:35. You supposed to be a watchman. You supposed to be watching the current events that's going on in this perverse generation, right? That's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be self-sufficient, dropping some seed. And if you don't know how to drop no seed, go ask somebody. There's plenty channels where people are dropping seed and doing YouTube videos, no matter what type of fruit or vegetable, right? It's plenty of channels out there. You know, jokers is out there fishing. They building cabins. You know, they living in tents and you know, they making stuff. It's all types of information in the matrix, right? All types of information. And you had to go out here. You just can't be running with inequity, right? And it says in the book of Isaiah 3 and 10, they say, man, they not ashamed of what they're doing. They making it blatant, right there in your face. They don't care. They will show you. I might have to go get my sword, man, because they don't care. Let me go get my sword, and we're gonna go over a few verses, right? And I'm gonna let you know, man, that this is what I do. I do this on a daily, right? I do this on a daily, right? And see, as you can see, I keep my Bible in my book bag, right? I keep it in my book bag. I got 2 of them in my book bag. That's right. When I go to work, don't think that I just got sandwiches up in that junk. I got that everlasting food, right? That's going to protect you. Got that shield of armor, Ephesians 6, verses 10, 11, and 12. You better have that shield of armor on so you can get saved up out of this madness that's getting ready to fall upon America, right? And I just thought I'd do this video, man. You like this video, you go ahead and hit the thumbs up. And if you got a channel, you know, type it in. I'll go ahead and check you out. I mean, you know, it's just like that. Let's go to the book of Genesis 18. Let's go to Genesis 18 and 19. Man, let me tell you what the Most High said, right? Let me tell you what he said and what he gonna do. That's the thing, right? When you come to this channel, man, don't matter what it is, whatever kind of question you have, I'd be more than gladly to write to the best of my ability to give you the answer. But it's coming from the precept. It's coming from the Bible, right? He says this. Genesis 18 and let's go to let me go to verse 19 first. It says, I have chosen him in order that he may command his son and his descendants to obey me and to do what is right and just. If they do, I will do everything for him that I have promised. Let's go to verse 25. Now check this out. Now listen to this, right? He says this, Abraham, surely you won't kill the innocent with the guilty. That's impossible. You can't do that. If you did, the innocent would be punished along with the guilty. That's what Abraham said. Hold up, Joe. He said, wait a minute, we got some innocent people over there living in Sodom and Gomorrah. Because Sodom stands for burning, and Gomorrah, that's just a city on the outskirts of like Palestine, right? Immerse, it means to immerse, right? Abraham, he was scratching his head. He's like, hold up. He said, Mosiah, he said, you ain't gonna kill the innocent with the guilty, are you? You ain't gonna do that, is you? Ain't you gonna judge the whole world? Ain't you you created the heavens and the earth, but you gonna crush it, everybody? Right? This is what he said. Well, I'm reading it out the GNT because the GNT is a heavy hitter, right? He said that's impossible. You can't do that. If you did, the innocent will be punished along with the guilty. That is impossible. The judge of all the earth has to act justly. Hey, man, he doing the righteous thing. Because what's happening is, if you got licentiousness and lewdness going on in the city, and you got some tares among the wheat, and the wheat ain't coming out, right? I got to get rid of them, right? So if you're a gardener, I'm going to give you this example, right? If you're a gardener, right, and you ain't checked on your garden for like 5 days, you're going to have all kind of weeds growing in the garden, and they're going to be trying to suffocate your vegetables or your fruits. So you're going to have to go pull them out, right? That's how wickedness is in the city, and it's in your city. They hold on to you. They cling to you and they cleave to you, right? So you gotta go in that backyard, you gotta get on your hands and knees, put your gloves on, and you got to pull them weeds out. And sometimes some of the weeds, they a little hard to tear out. You might have to go get a shovel. You might have check this out. Sometimes, man, when you see my shovel, when I'm out there in that garden, on my land, in the backyard, some of them weeds, them tares, they hard to tear out. They hard to get about that vegetable garden. That's how wickedness is, right? It's the same way. Let's go to Deuteronomy 1:16. Let me give you, a few verses, man. I don't want to try to, crush your head. Because, I do with the Bible, right? Deuteronomy 1:16. At that time, I instructed them, listen to the disputes that come up among your people. Judge every dispute fairly, whether it concerns only your own people or involves foreigners who live among you. Show no partiality in your decision. Judge everyone on the same basis, no matter who they are. That's what the Most High doing. He doing that, right? Hey, give a thumbs up for the Most High, right? Because he doing the work, right? Do not be afraid of anyone, for the decisions you make come from Yahweh. If any case is too difficult, bring it to me. He said, bring it to the Most High. I'll settle that joint for you. I'll sell it for you, right? If it's too difficult, he said, man, look, I got your back. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32:4, right? It says this: the Lord Yahweh is your mighty defender. Perfect. When he says perfect, is meaning blameless and innocent, right? Perfect and just in all his ways. Your God is faithful and true. He does what is right and fair. So yeah. So he told Abraham, he said, look, go back to Sodom. Uh, and see if you can find one righteous man in the city of Sodom and Gomorrah, right? Because I'm pretty sure it is, that's living among the wicked. He couldn't find none. So the Most High, hold up, man. He said, I might have to crush the whole city. I'm gonna make the whole place of Sodom and Gomorrah a desolation. That's how he rolled. I'm just reading the scripture. I'm gonna give you the book, chapter, and verse so you can follow along. You can hit the rewind button, and then when you read your King James Bible, because this is the GNT, you be well equipped, right? Let's go to the book of Job 8 and 20. Now listen to what Job is a mighty book. Listen to what Job says, right? Job is thorough. All the prophets and the seers in the Bible, they was thorough. Cause see DC, the DC man, she wrong for saying DC is the gayest city in the United States or something crazy like that, right? Now listen to this, man. Job. I went to the wrong one. Let's get the book of Job. Went to the wrong daggone chapter. Book. Now listen to this. This is for Mary Bowser in DC, right? Let me read this joint to you, right? I'm gonna start at verse 16. Evil people sprout like weeds. Job 8 and 16. Evil people sprout like weeds in the sun, like weeds that spread all over through the garden. They're weeds, wickedness, weeds, pride, mud, weeds. You know the people that be wearing the flag. They like weeds, right? Verse 17. The roots wrap around the stones and hold fast to every rock. They don't want to let go. They start cleaving to you, right? They start cleaving. Don't want to let you go. Verse 18. But then pull them up. No one will ever know that they were there. So you got to go to the back of the garden and you got to get them weeds out the garden because they be suffocating that fruit that you got, right? And see, that's what we do on this channel, right? And that's what the thumbnail is about. Because the mayor of DC said that DC is the gayest city. That's crazy. And they was clapping. They was on stage clapping. Man, you got to Google that, John, and go check it out, right? So the thumbnail fits the narrative of Pride Month, right? Let's read verse 18 again, Job 8 and 18. But then pull them up. No one will ever know that they were there. Verse 19. Yes, that's all the joy evil people have. Others now come and take their places. So you can't abandon faith, man. That's an apostasy, right? And all the events that happened in the month of June, man, look, don't go to them joints. Don't even participate, man. Because you're participating in evil and wickedness, man. And then what's going to happen is the Most High, hey, he looking down from heaven, right? Let's get Psalms 14. Let me tell you what he's doing. He's looking down from heaven with his hands crossed like this, right? Hands crossed like this. Then let me tell you what he's doing. He said, look. He says this. Psalms 14:1. Fools say to themselves, there is no God. They are corrupt, and they have done terrible things. There is no one who does what is right. Verse 2. Listen. Yahweh looks down from heaven at humans to see if there are any who are wise and any who worship him. Pride Month ain't about worshiping the Most High. He said he looking down from heaven like this. He looking down in the third heaven. And he said, why these people, the righteous people, participating in Pride Month? The hell would they barbecue? You understand what I'm saying? They walk around with, flags and holding hands and kissing and doing all kind of crazy stuff. Then you got the kids all up out in the open. They looking at these grown folks. A man kissing another man, woman kissing another. They like the Most High. He like this. Man, what are you doing? So when Abraham When Abraham said that, told the Most High, he said, "Are you going to kill the righteous with the wicked?" He said, "If you can find one righteous, I save him." He couldn't find none. That's how this place is, man. America, man, is a melting pot that's boiling over, spewing out all types of vomit, and you can't mix with these inhabitants, man. I'm telling you, man, that thing will crush you. And the Most High, what He does is, one of the angels in Ezekiel 9, he wears all white, and he's girded with a belt with an inkhorn, and all he doing is just writing that junk down. So when the DC man said that DC is the gayest city, man, it's a lot of cities in America right now. In the first weekend in June, all hell gonna break loose every weekend for 4 weeks, right? So you got these political elites know that is lucrative money. People gonna be buying plane tickets. They're gonna be catching the bus and the train to get into the city. They're gonna be partying. They're gonna be drinking. And what was they doing in Noah's day, right? That thief gonna come. Shoot, he might come during the day and knock your head off, cause that's how he be rolling. Man, let me read you one scripture in Ezekiel 3, Ezekiel 3 and 18. This man, the Bible is a thorough book, man. Don't read the Bible, man, if you ain't ready for the repercussions that's coming behind this joint, right? Now listen to this, man. Ezekiel 3 and 19. If you do warn evil men and he doesn't stop sinning, he will die still a sinner, but your life will be spared, right? Verse 20. If someone truly starts doing evil and put him in he said, I will put him in a dangerous situation. He will die if you do not warn him, and he will die because of his sins, his or her sins, right? I will not remember the good he did, and I will hold him responsible for his death. Hey, man, this channel right here, I talk about anything, Joe. I don't care what it is. Man. Because I'm trying to save a brother and sister, right? I mean, I can't, I'm going to save you through when you hear this word, right? So I just thought I'd, come out on the internet, right? And you can go ahead and hit that thumbs up, man, if you like the backyard land owner content, man. Because, that's what I do, man. It don't matter what the topic is. I'm talking about it because every day something is going on at the job, at work, at home, up in these streets. There's a lot of information, that's out there. And if you got a YouTube channel, you go ahead, man, and holler at your boy. I go ahead and check that joint out, right? And we gonna get rid of this wickedness, right? Because that's how we do, right? So yeah, man, I'm that lookout, right? And I'm looking out for the people, man. And I'm looking out, and I hope you looking out for your people and your folks and your youngest, your nieces, nephews, and daughters. I hope you looking out for them, man, because the young folk are easy to manipulate. You can manipulate them. Like when a baby is born, when they first born, the doctors will bring the baby over and sit them on that table, that cold table, and then you can shape the baby's head because they got them that tool that pulls him by the head, but you can shape the head so his head don't be oblong. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's what I'm doing with this Bible, man. I'm just warning the people, man, that Pride Month ain't something that's about love or charity. No, it's about destruction, because that's why Noah and his family got saved, right? And the Most High, he crushed that earth. Hey, but look, man, like I said, man, hit that thumbs up for me, man. Share, like, comment, and subscribe, man. And guess what? I'm gonna catch you on the next rebound. Shalom, Baba.